And if you come up here, you'll find a dead guy with some throwing knives, as well as another jump where you need 60 to 30 FPS. So, please make it. Yeah, buddy. And up here, you can find yourself a light crossbow with some bolts. And I'm not too sure what the distinction between crossbows and bolts are. I think... not crossbows. Crossbows and bows. I think a crossbow you can't aim, but a regular bow you can. But I could be wrong about that. It might be more of a dexterity versus strength kind of matter. So let's see. Yeah, looks like it. Okay. I was always curious what the point of the crossbows were. It just seemed to be better to have a bow. Oh, sorry, I had to... my nose is getting all plugged. Deal with that. And I'll rest at the bonfire, just get a bit of health back. And in the top left, my humanity counter currently reads 1, because, wow, it still happened. If you kill enough enemies in an area, then you can actually earn a humanity for it, but you have to do it before the area boss is killed, and different enemies are worth different points towards another humanity. Which is quite nice. Alright, and the firebomb dudes there force you to run into here, in which you get ambushed by a couple of dudes. I'm surprised he missed. Also, the door in here, we will be coming back to later. That area is currently blocked off to us. And also, circle strafing dudes is usually a really good tactic. Hey, another short sword. If this game had a dual wielding feature that worked, I could do that, but sadly it doesn't, so I shan't. Get a couple black firebombs, which are just stronger firebombs. And there's kind of only one situation in which firebombs really help out, and that's against the Asylum Demon, but short of taking them as your starting gift, you're not likely to have any. Ow! I took that to the face. But yeah, the layout of these guys makes it so that you get rewarded for running in past them and dealing with the guy who throws firebombs, because then you can do it with the other two in melee without having to worry about them. Get some more souls. That dude had an item. Goodbye, sweet prince. Also, it is possible to jump over there, onto that ledge, but there's no reason to do so. To get down from there, you have to take some fall damage. Either way, we'll open this door with the residence key, and come over here to find a chest with gold pine resin, which makes our weapon do a bit of lightning damage for, I think, like a couple minutes. I don't think it's 5 minutes, but it could very well be. 5 minutes is usually a decent timer to have on things. Alright, I want this guy to not be that close to the sword guys, because they might come up to chase me when I go to deal with that. Okay. There's the kick. So yeah, for getting the kick, you kick, shield gets knocked away, and you get a free string on him. And get a backstab. Camera's gonna have a meltdown. I'll come down here. So, down here, there is a rather imposing-looking fellow. Who, well, I'll just do a bit of stutter stepping for. But this is one of Gwyn's Black Knights. And they are quite strong, especially for this early in the game. He should start sprinting after me soon. There it is. So the best way to deal with Black Knights early game, and arguably even late game, is just bait out attacks and walk behind them and get a backstab. Backstabs do a fair amount of damage, you get a knockdown off it, and they're usually too stupid to really do much about it. Oh, this man is spinning. He is spinning to winning. And if you do it right... Oh, didn't do it right. You can actually chain backstabs on these guys fairly efficiently. Like... so... oh, dang it, I didn't get it. I swear you can do it. I could be wrong, though. But it's usually... oh, there we go. I think they have to decide to do a specific attack that's kind of slow and makes them turn around really slowly. Yeah. Or you have to be standing slightly to the right of their back, so that they turn around the longer way. But yeah, so this is the thing you can do with them. Ooh, and I managed to get the Black Knight Sword. It's quite lucky. 220... 300 durability, weighs 8. But it takes a lot of strength and dexterity, and it's a great sword, which I don't plan to use. Because in this game, great swords aren't that good. They're good, they're fun, enjoyable to use. I love using them. But a lot of this game consists of situations in which the great sword is probably going to end with you getting hit. And the poise system can help with that, to allow you to still get hits in whilst using a great big weapon. But it's generally just easier to use a shorter, faster weapon. And this dude always kills himself when you're using 60 FPS, which is hilarious to me. And we use the master key again. We can come down here and find a lovely man who goes by the name of Havel. Havel the Rock. Who is terrifying, because he one-shots you. And he can one-shot you up until almost the end of the game. No, that's not the attack where you can punish. That's the attack. And the general rule of thumb, if you're going for backstabs on this guy, is if he swings the weapon straight, then you can hit him. But if he swings it at an angle, like that, then you are not going to get a backstab on him. He reacts too quickly, and he'll turn to face you. But you do have to space just outside of his reach. And if he hits me once, I'm dead. Like, it doesn't matter which swing he does, I'm dead. On Havel. On Havel. You can use the invincibility frames of the roll to get through both of his attacks. And it's kind of similar timing to get through them. Yeah, that's when Havel gets truly terrifying, is if he decides to backstep and then run at you. Because that can push you into a corner, and in this game, and many other games, corner is not a situation you want to be in. Come on, Havel. I think his diagonal attack and his vertical attack have a slight difference in timing that are designed to punish rolls. So if you react to the swing but it's the wrong one, you get hit. Meanwhile, reacting to the swing and guessing correctly, or even just noticing the animation quirk between the two, will result in you getting the invincibility frames lining up with the attack, and a backstab. And that time I got it just because he had decided to, Okay, that was a bad roll on my end. But yeah, just because he decided to go back to one-handing his weapon, which takes a bit of time and causes him to lag a bit. Yeah, if you do actively chase for backstabs, this fight goes a good bit faster, but it's also a lot more dangerous, because you are constantly at risk for Havel doing something like that. I don't want to die to his backstep attack. I mean, I don't want to die to any of his attacks, but the backstep one is the annoying one to get killed by. And if you are too close to him when he does his vertical attack, he has a little shockwave outside of the actual range of the weapon, where you will stagger slightly, and it's just enough stagger to make it so that you cannot get a backstab. He will he'll recover in time, and be able to swing again. Hello? Havel? Nope. If he ever does that, he does like a stone skin effect on himself, which I don't know why he keeps doing it. It raises his defense by a fair bit. I think I'd go from doing about like 39 every backstab to maybe 15. It's a substantial difference. But yeah, this fight is generally supposed to be done a lot later. Oh no, 29. But if you know the game well enough and you've fought him enough times, you can do it at any time. You can theoretically do it with your fists, with which you do like 2 damage. But I don't hit myself that much, or at all. So, and yeah, sometimes Havel will just get up immediately out of a backstab, which is kind of annoying. Which is why it's generally not that good of an idea to go for a backstab chain. And like even that, me dodge rolling after the attack went away, I almost didn't make it. And you can also go for just single swings to chip away at him. But I like the backstabbing method. I think it's much more enjoyable. Goes much faster. And the only reason I'm killing him now is because he gives a very handy item that I'll probably be using for most of the game. And the backstab hitbox is kind of squidgy, because it doesn't really change with when people do animations. So, if someone swings their sword and they twist their body whilst doing so, the spacing for a backstab is still as if they were standing still, which can lead to some funky looking animations. This might kill him. If that didn't kill him, I was dead. I was absolutely dead. So now we get 3,000 souls and Havel's ring.